let's review this game. So d4, black plays c5. c5 is not a common move in this position. This is old Benoni defense, and we can actually push the pawn to d5 to expand our space at the center. And if black play d6, we can play c5, c4, and we will have a very strong control of the center. So we play knight f3. This is not accurate in my opinion because black will exchange its c pawn with our center pawn. This is not worthy for us, and black did that. And after e5, so we can move the knight to b5. We can play knight to d6 later. If queen to a5, we can develop another knight, block the check and protect our knight. And if black play d5, that's actually a mistake, and we can fork. So we can win the pawn basically. If pawn goes to d6, and we can play c4 to control this square. The d5 square is our outpost. So knight f3 is a little like passive. And knight f6, we play c3, knight c6. So now black has a better control of the center. Bishop g5 to pin the knight, bishop e7, then knight d2, d5. So black has a good control of the center. Now it's a good exchange because after exchange we can push the pawn e4, otherwise we will lose control of the center. Queen c2. What about taking the pawn and later bishop to c4, attack the queen, and later we can castle. Yeah, I will take the pawn to speed up our piece development. Queen c2, h4. So we want to attack the king side. Well, it's hard to say. I feel it's hard to. Okay, I think we want to after exchange knight g5. Yeah, probably. But after h5, black can stop our pawn pushing up. And we develop bishop, g6, rook to d1 to control d5. Or maybe castle is okay. So yeah, after h4 cannot really castle. Can we long castle? Rook c8 and then knight b4. Yeah, so I think there might be some problem with our king safety. h4 pawn is there, we cannot short castle. Yeah, rook d1 is the best move because it's hard to find a place to move our king. c4, knight e4 is good, control the center, and if we can exchange with the dark square bishop, we can castle. c4, bishop e, knight e4, yeah, that's good. Bishop g7, knight g5, but we will lose the control of d4, and knight d4, this is so annoying. It attack our queen. Rook c8, exchange. Okay, black picked up with the pawn. That's a mistake. The pawn structure is so bad. And we can play knight d6, and we can take the g6 pawn. If the rook goes to here, we can play c5. If b6, for example, and we can win this pawn. Takes, and move knight back, and later bishop c4, we can attack e6 or knight g5. We can threat checkmate. So our knight is super strong at the center. But we didn't move knight to d6. We moved knight to g5. Attack the pawn. So this is a little bit slower than knight d6 because knight d6 we can attack the rook. Queen f6. We take this pawn. Okay, so we aim to move the queen to h7, but there is a problem that our queen has to protect f2. So actually I think castling is the best move. We can protect f2. We can, so our king safety is also very important. Knight b4 is a very good move, and we will lose the bishop, unfortunately. Castle, queen g6, a3 knight c2. Actually, rook d6 is good. We can attack e6. g3, protect h4. And I think we can take the e5 pawn. We move queen to e3, bishop to e7. Actually, rook d7 is something we can consider to pin the bishop to get some, to stay at the important like 7th rank. c2, rook f1. Oh, this is a mistake. This is a blunder. We can fork. We can win the rook. Black made a mistake. Queen e4. Okay, that's a very good way to defend. Check the king and then later queen to g2. So we can take the pawn and trade the queens. That's a very good move. That's a very good move. Takes rook d8. Oh, this is good. If the king goes to e7, we can play queen b7 and rook d6. That's a good move. So yeah, queen b3 is a very good move to win the rook, and later the defense is very impressive.